I know you looking for change. I know you think that you die is the only way to escape. I know somebody loves you when you don't love yourself. Do you know you're worth it? And do you know you're well? Well, if you don't, then know I love you. I got my inspiration from you. Thank you. Yeah. Back in the days when I was younger. Back in the days when I was younger. I ain't ever worry in the world. Can it be like that once more? Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're live with Kristi Luv. Who am I speaking with? Johnny?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. This is the one and only Johnny Crome.
What up?
How you doing?
How are you? I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
No doubt. You're like one of my favorites from that whole love and hip-hop situation and all that.
From that thing? From that debacle?
Yes, that mess.
Yeah, from the debacle?
Yes. But like I said earlier, you're like an actor, an artist, a producer.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you do, Johnny?
I mean, I cook pretty good. I'm a pretty good cook. Yeah. No, you know, I'm into the health and fitness thing, man. You know, I work out a lot. That's like a major portion of my life. You know what I mean? Just keeping everything tight. Just, you know, it's good for your confidence, for your self-esteem. It's good to motivate other people. So that's a major part of what I do as well. Just making sure my physique and my health and everything is top notch.
Oh wow! So the question is not what do you do; it should be what don't you do.
Well, I guess if you wanna say it like that. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
So what takes priority out of all of those things? What comes first?
It depends. It really depends on what season of my life I'm in. Really, like, you know, I played sports when I was in high school and college, and then after I graduated from college, a great friend of mine, basically one of my brothers, Pierre Medor, you know, he's a producer, Grammy-nominated producer. He also produced a record that you're going to be playing tonight, Lost World. He actually was the one that kind of inspired me and pushed me into going in the music route and direction. You know, like on my breaks. When I was in college, sometimes I would come down to Atlanta and record with him. And at the time, he was signed to Red Zone Studios, which was run by Tricky Stewart and The Dream. And I used to go in there and rock with them. And Pierre was just like, "Yo, you should really do this because you got something." However, when I was in college, I always thought that I was going to go and play in the NFL. Like, I had a shot, you know, to possibly making it to the next level. I played for Penn State. I was, you know, a heavily recruited athlete coming out of high school, one of the top running backs in the country. I transferred to Boston College, and my senior year, I blew out my knee, my right knee, so that kind of just ended that dream. But it was really just, it opened up the door for this, and I think it was just guys just kind of saying, look, I gave you more than one talent, and you need to stop thinking with this tunnel vision. So when that happened, I took his advice. I moved down to Atlanta, and, you know, we've just been working and creating and just running around, and then just a lot of stuff been going on in between, and then I ended up here on your show tonight. So that's kind of a short-winded version of my story of how I got there. So, I mean, you know, music is like my first love, really. I love creating music. Like when I'm just walking around or if I'm taking a shit, excuse my language. Can I cut? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is no filter. Do what you want to do.
Sorry, yeah, because my filter is off right now. So, but you know, if I'm like taking a shit or whatever, like melodies and lyrics and you know, just concepts will just come into my mind. So I'm always thinking about music all the time. And
God, that's like my most creative. That's like my most creative spot too, like the shower or the toilet. Like really.
I'm telling you,
wow.
Like, yo, my toilet is the most comfortable toilet in the world. I will literally spend like, I'll go in there. Sometimes when I don't even have to do nothing, but I'll just sit on the toilet and I'll go through, do what everybody else, go through my Instagram, go through my Twitter, and just see what shit. I know, but see what everybody else doing. And it's a good thing you can't smell your tweets or smell what's going on when people are tweeting. It would be really disgusting. But music takes priority. But in like a few years ago, I jumped off and started, doing the acting. I started studying with a acting coach by the name of Tracy Moore-Marabellum. She's Busta Rhymes, Samuel L. Jackson's acting coach. I started studying with her in the pursuits of moving in that direction. Once my music career, once I got that going and it was kind of winding down, I really want, it's always been a dream of mine and a goal of mine to get into acting. So it's music, but now I'm kind of moving towards the acting season. I got something really big coming up in 2014. So 2013 was like, TV. My goal was to get on TV. I did that with Love and Hip Hop. And I did like some background stuff on the TV show Necessary Roughness that comes on USA. So 2014 is we're gonna take it a step further.
So the acting lessons that you had, all of that acting, coaching, and everything that set you up for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because it's scripted, right? That's not really a reality show. Like, is it scripted?
I mean, I'm not. Like, everybody asks me that. They like, yo, is it real, man? Like, what happens? And the point is, it's not really scripted, but they definitely going to put you in a position. They're going to put you in a situation where you with somebody who you probably don't like and who probably don't like you, so it's going to be drama. So it's not really scripted, but they set you up in a way so that something's going to go down, because it's a waste of their time if no drama ain't happening. All they want to see is drama. You know what I mean? So... But it wasn't really a setup for Love and Hip Hop. That was like by chance, really. It just came about.
So how did you get to Love and Hip Hop? How did you get to that point?
It happened. It really happened so fast. Like last year, my brother lives in LA, and last year I went out to LA with Nico, and we were out at a party. I don't know where it was at, one of the hotels or whatever. We were out at some party, and we ended up running into Mimi and Arian at the party. Okay. And Nico, had a prior relationship with Mimi, so they was good friends. They knew each other from years ago, and we ended up running into them. And it was my first time meeting them. Nico and I was out there just working on music. I think at the time Nico was managing this pop group called After Romeo and producer for them. So we was writing records and producer for them, and we was pitching their demos and their EP to Akon. So we was having some meetings with Akon and the whole convict, and we ended up running into Mimi and them. And then we went to dinner with them like the next night, kind of boom, boom, boom. They just started messing around with one another, Mimi, Nico, and it was just took off from there. And it was just like Nico came to me and was like, yo, I think you should come to Atlanta because we'll be able to catch a different vibe there. We had just begun working on our little project, our EP that we had worked on. And he was like, we'll catch a different vibe if we go to Atlanta. Things are starting to heat up with me and Mimi, so we could, catch a different vibe. And plus, boom, 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 might be a good opportunity if something comes out of this.
Right.
So I was like, I'm right. It just kind of like made sense because the whole my thing was I was gonna move out to LA last year, but I ended up taking the detour and moving to Atlanta and being out there, and that's how the whole Love and Hip Hop thing came about. So that's really how it started.
Okay. So you and Nico both are from New York, though, right?
Yes, I am. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I grew up, a lot of my time was spent, I grew up in Connecticut, in New Haven, Connecticut. And it's weird because my father owned a roller skating rink in Brooklyn. It was called Empire, big roller skating rink. And Nico used to go to his roller skating rink when he was a kid. Nico was older than I am, so he's years older than I am. So he used to go there when I was just a baby, you know what I mean? And he used to go to my father's father's roller skating rink. So we kind of like knew some of the same people in like different ties and like from that same area or whatever. And then it just so happened that a dude who used to manage me named Ian Pollard was looking for some records. I'm just telling you how I met Nico. This was like 6 or 7 years ago. I've been knowing Nico now. And he brought some of the records that I had written and produced over to Nico. And Nico's then partner who he's working with, Margot, they had a group called Test Drive. And they were looking for records. And he brought one of the records over to me, and Nico was like, yo, this shit is dope, da-da-da-da-da. And we just, started rocking since then and writing and producing and working on different projects. So that's how our relationship really came about.
Okay. So did it really, by y'all going, leaving New York to LA to Atlanta like that, did it really help the music? You being on the show, did it make the music better, or did it kind of like stifle it a little bit?
It stifled, I'm going to be 100% honest, it stifled me.
Okay.
Because, my thing, I was a solo artist, you know what I mean? And I write my own music, and that's just what it is. So working with Nico, he had a vision. He had his own vision, and I had a vision. I had to sacrifice and compromise a little bit of my vision for the greater good, because I thought that the opportunity, obviously, being at that point in time, I'm just telling you what my mindset was then. Oh shit, if we be on TV and our records are being heard, this could be a good opportunity. But the more I started to see into it and I started to see, I'm like, this ain't even really my crowd. Like, this ain't really my demographic. You know what I mean? Like, there's no artists on any of the Love and Hip Hop shows or any of them that are relevant when it comes to music. Maybe K. Michelle, but she ain't even really relevant.
I was about to say, well, your homegirl K. Michelle, she's milking it, but
she's milking it. But I give her like a year or two. She came on at the end of the season and did the whole kiss and makeup shit. She wanted to turn a different cheek. Oh, I'm a different person now, but you acted like a buffoon for 2 years on the show. And you think people are supposed to forget about that. No, you're a buffoon. And people know that. So within the industry, no one who's really on these shows are really respected as musicians and as artists. And that's just an uphill battle. Like, you can't fight against that. No matter how dope you are, you really can't fight against that, because I look at these reality TV shows kind of like trash TV. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to. Yeah. Fuck it. That's just what it is. People come on looking for drama. You're not going to watch the show to hear new music. You know what I mean? You're going to see, women fighting with each other, niggas talking shit back and forth. You ain't going to discover new music. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
So along those lines, it really didn't help me musically. It may have, helped me to gain a certain sense of notoriety, and the gossip and the rumors and everything started spreading, and my name got out.
Okay, because I was about to say, not keeping the elephant in the room, and I don't want to go too much into detail, but, I guess it's like no secret that K. Michelle was saying that you and Nico were gay or gay roommates or something like that. Like, can you just, clear that up for me right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have no problem talking about it. I don't have a problem talking about it, but I hate, bringing it up because people always ask me, but I know it's the elephant in the room. Until the air clears, people going to ask me about it, so it's not a problem. Listen, I don't know K. Michelle from a can of paint. I only met her one time before she came to the video shoot for NY to LA. That whole part, it was plotted, it was scripted. That's what she does. That's her job, to go and act like a clown, like a buffoon. That's her role on the show. So she did her job. So, of course, Nico and I, we the targets. We target. Let me target this guy. You go on my Instagram and you see pictures of me in the mirror after Jen taking selfies or whatnot. And
you got some of those on your Instagram?
I got plenty of them. You gotta go. Y'all check out my Instagram at Johnny Crazy. Matter of fact, I'm about to upload one for my workout earlier, and it's nuts. But listen, that's how she came. That was her excuse. Do you see the pictures he's taking in the mirror and shit like that? I'm like, bitch, do you see the fucking abs I got? If you had my abs, you taking pictures like that too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's just ridiculous to me, man.
So you're not gay, Johnny, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But listen, I don't want to turn this into an attack on gay folks, though, because it could come off that way. And I don't want it to turn into an attack. I don't have nothing against gay people at all. Whatever floats your boat, hey, you do that. It's a free country.
I get it.
But personally, I'm not gay. So that's it.
Well, I believe that I'm a firm believer in no press is bad press. So had it not been for that crazy mess going on, I probably would have never known who Johnny Crome was. So I think you maybe should send K. Michelle a thank you card or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
a thank you card. Like, girl, thank you.
I mean, I don't have no ill will toward her. I just, it's just crazy to me that, and I don't want to start preaching and sounding like Nelson Mandela and shit, but it's just crazy how, of course, it got to be black folks pulling down others. Like, you don't know me. I'm just trying to come up the same way she was. So why you going to come out and talk shit about me and try to pull me down and throw salt and dirt on my name just to make yourself look good? Now, God,
she had to
ugly.
Secure her paycheck. And
exactly.
But, okay, so are you still in Atlanta, though, or no?
No, I'm not. I'm in New York. Atlanta is, I'll probably, maybe I'll make another trip down in the new year, like January, but I'm thinking bigger and better things right now. I'm thinking, Hollywood. I got some, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the new song is out, is Lost World, and that's like totally different direction from the New York, the NY to LA song they did with Nico, like totally different.
Yeah, totally different direction. That's me.
When I heard it, I was like,
wow.
Me.
Yeah,
that's you.
You see, that's 100% me. It like that was just me saying, okay, I know I fucked up with the NY to LA, so let me show off a little bit. Let me show you that I'm actually talented. Let me show people what I can actually do and what I really do. The NY to LA, from the video more so than the actual record was just a misstep. And if I could have went back and I had total control over it, it would have been a totally different product. But I didn't have full control over the song or over the video itself. I was collaborating with another artist, Nico, and what you see is what you got. And it didn't come together the way I envisioned it in my mind. But Lost World, the record, and the video, which is you can go on YouTube and check it out. Just put in Johnny Crome Lost World. That's totally my vision. It's so, and I think I think I nailed it with this one. I think I did. So.
I love it. I think it fits you perfectly. I was actually so glad to hear that and see the video. The video is good too.
Thank you.
So you have a whole new team and everything now, right? As far as
absolutely
management and everything.
Absolutely, I got a totally new team. CJ Carter is my publicist right now. Actually, I don't have management right now. I just separated from my management, my firm, and like I said, I'm looking to do some bigger and better things. I got some crazy stuff in the works for 2014. It's just a blessing. I just feel blessed because, some people are like, man, you lucky. You just keep getting lucky. How you keep getting all these opportunities? I'm like, it's not luck. It's hard work. Like, I've been doing this for some years now and putting in my grind and working. It may seem like it because when people come up, they usually just pop out of nowhere. But this is not luck. I've been working. I've been, building connections, networking, and putting my time in, and just continuing to cultivate my talent. And I think for any young artist, actor, whatever, model, whatever you're trying to do, at the end of the day, that's the main thing. Don't forget about cultivating your talent. When you're out there hustling and you pounding the pavement, you're trying to look for that next come up, and you're looking for the crack in the door so you can get your foot in. But don't forget to hone your craft, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. It's about the art. So.
Right. Okay. So, now is Lost World, is that on a new project, a new upcoming EP or LP or album or mixtape or something like that?
Yeah, Lost World is going to be on an EP called Die Legend. I'm releasing it in February of 2014. It's going to be like a 7-song EP. I already had the EP done already for a while. So I've just been sitting on it and just waiting for, I don't want it to fall on deaf ears, so I'm waiting to build up some momentum, get my buzz going, and it's all organic. Like, I don't have no bots out there working for me and doing all type of little bullshit and skewing the numbers and doing stuff. Everything I do, it comes from me. Every time you see me tweet something or post something or comment to somebody, it's actually me. I have total creative control basically over everything I'm doing and all my decisions, and I feel like, as an artist, that's where you want to be. I'm not looking for the next handout. I love working. I love putting in the work and accomplishing things on my own merit. So, Lost World is going to be on an EP called Die Legend. It'll be out in 2014, February, and I already started working on the next EP already. So I got a lot of material coming in the next 4 to 6 months.
Okay. So we got Die Legend coming out in 2014. You're going to be on new episodes of Necessary Roughness on USA. Any more reality TV?
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't doing no more reality TV. That shit is unnecessary for me. I feel like if you really got it, you don't got to do the reality TV. Like, for some people, it works. But look at a lot of the stars look at a lot of musicians and artists who were stars before they got on reality. It kind of killed their career in some ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it killed their career as an artist. Maybe it helped them branch out and do other things, but for me, reality TV is not the space for me to be in. Definitely not like in the space of a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or any one of those shows. My pedigree is just a little bit different. And I'm aiming to do bigger and better things in 2014, and I will show and prove. So, yeah.
Well, that is so good to hear. We'll be looking out for you on series, sitcoms, something, the big screen, all of that. Yeah. What do you want what's the final thing you want people to know about you?
I want people to know that I am extremely honest and upfront, and I work very, very hard. But at the end of the day, people want to be entertained. They really do. And if you're looking for the 21st century, the new 21st century entertainer, then I'm definitely the guy. But once again, I'm show and prove. You just make sure you follow. Hit me up on Twitter at Johnny Crome. That's JOHNNY CROME. Instagram is the same thing. Go check out my website, johnnycrome.com. Definitely go watch the Lost World video. Download it. It's on iTunes right now. We moving, man. We working. So you're gonna be seeing a lot from me and hearing a lot from me in the upcoming. Ladies, definitely holla at me. Talk to me on Twitter. Fellas too, if y'all want to holler at me and talk, people always hitting me up asking me for, fitness tips and stuff, and I always oblige, and I'm very personal. I talk to people. But
ladies need the fitness tips too.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm for the ladies. I got workouts for the ladies. Like, I have a fitness brand called 10-Pack Nation, and I've been working on videos and different featurettes where I'm going to be not only, showing and explaining different exercises and different workouts that you can do for daily, weekly, and monthly routines, but I have meal plans as well. So I got a lot of stuff going on, man. Like, if you just tune in. You just got all the info. Hit me at Johnny Crome on Twitter, at Johnny Crome on Instagram, and JohnnyCrome.com, and just come along for the ride, because it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy.
Well, Kraze Radio and Media Kraze will be supporting you to the fullest, so definitely keep us informed with everything you have going on. And right quick, tell us a little bit about Lost World, and then you can introduce it for us, and we can go right ahead into the track.
Okay, real quick. I'm going to try to get it in real quick. Look, Lost World, crazy. Gotta hear it. It's not the greatest song that you heard all year long. Best record of the 21st century. Now, let me stop. Listen, Lost World, it's an honest record, man. Lost World is just honest. Some people going to hear it and perceive it in certain ways. Some people might be like, oh, Johnny Crome, he preaching, or is he racist, or you know, oh, he talking shit about this person. Is it a diss record? No, it's not. It's just a real record. Like, everything I said is the truth. And I'm not only critiquing, you know, what I see out there in pop culture and what I see from other people. I critique myself in the record. You know what I mean? Because I still have a lot of improvement to make. I still have a lot of growing up to do. So it's not just I'm pointing fingers. I point fingers at myself. So it's a very introspective record, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I got so much coming. Like, that's nothing compared to what I got coming. So check out Lost World. I'm Johnny Crome. I'm on Kraze Radio with Kristi Luv. Thank y'all for having me. Check it out. Make sure you go download it on iTunes. Watch the video on YouTube. Johnny Crome.
All right, here we go. Johnny Crome, Lost World.
Let's go.
Tremendous cream, fuck $1 in the dream. Niggas doing Molly like it's cool to be a fiend. White man nightmare is Miley Cyrus twerking. Now blood on the leaves, it's on your television screen. Hit the block or the church, it's the gift and the curse. You can make it to heaven or catch a felony first. Life is a beautiful thing, it could always be worse. My cup runneth over, so now I'm quenching my thirst. I don't live with regrets, I'm eternally blessed. I'ma carve out a legacy before they lay me to rest. Niggas follow anything, y'all just easily impressed. I'd rather get it myself than work a job at a desk. I get it, ignorance is entertaining to hear. The radio is a needle, shoot it into your ear. Now we got a whole nation that's addicted to fear. Do you really know who you are when you look in the mirror? I'm just a young nigga out here trying to get it. I'm trying to spend it all. I'm a slave to my blind ambitions. So fuck protocol. No match when you're living in a lost world. No match when you're living in a lost world. Fuck your feelings. It's like New York's been soft ever since Kendrick came through and crushed the villains. Holy Trinity, Johnny, Pac, and Big. And all y'all rapping ass niggas my children. Rapping ass niggas that tell you to turn up, but won't teach a youngin' how to get these millions. Niggas be waiting in line for new J's and ain't got a motherfucking pot to piss in. Living ass backwards, but that's the culture. Crabs in the barrel and a bunch of vultures, quick to sell they souls just to have some status. And got all these white folks laughing at us. Slave mentality, ain't no new rules. When your money in jeopardy, I hear screeching tires. Fleeing the scene, what good is a mega church if the preacher get all the bread and won't even feed the choir? Just a young nigga out here trying to get it. I'm trying to spend it all. I'm a slave to my blind ambitions. So fuck protocol. No match when you're living in a lost world. No match when you're living in a lost world. Lyrically, I turn broken pieces to masterpieces. Student of the game, this my master thesis. You are not a god, you beside yourself. Cause none come before or after Jesus. Sonically transmitted disease on the stereo. This epidemic is spreading like a venereal. I used to pray for bad bitches and Lambos, but ended up looking like a fucking Sambo. Following a fake nigga trying to reach the top. Man, everybody know real rollies don't tick tock. Can't get paid if you never pay it forward. It's all love, but fuck love and hip hop. The gossip spread, I play possum dead. Y'all about that bullshit, I'm about my bread. You don't fuck with me, it's okay, you bastards. I fucks with me. Ain't no bump beds and caskets. I'm just a young nigga out here trying to get it. I'm trying to spend it all. I'm a slave to my blind ambitions. So fuck protocol. No match when you're living in a lost